West Hollywood has a new mayor and mayor pro tem, and we'll tell you all about it next on WeHoTV News. Welcome to WeHoTV News. I'm Larry Carroll. Recently elected Lindsay Horvath is the new mayor of West Hollywood. The oath of office was administered by Los Angeles Mayor Eric Garcetti.
I, Lindsay Horvath,
Do solemnly swear
that
while serving in the office of mayor
while serving in the office of mayor
of the city of West
of
Hollywood,
the city of West Hollywood,
I will support and defend the Constitution
I will support and defend the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution of the state of California.
and the Constitution of the state of California.
I will bear true faith and allegiance
I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the state of California,
and the Constitution of the state of California,
and that I take this obligation freely
and that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well
and that I will well
and faithfully discharge
and faithfully discharge
the duties upon which
the duties upon which
I'm about to enter.
I am about to enter.
Congratulations, Mayor.
I want to thank all of the mayors who have provided different examples of leadership here in West Hollywood. I stand on their shoulders as well as those of all elected and appointed officials in our city's history. But today is not about our past. It's about what lies before us. You have made clear the priorities you'd like us to focus on in the year ahead: solving our traffic and parking problems, keeping West Hollywood safe, creating an affordable, sustainable future, just to name a few. According to West Hollywood's 2013 community study, nearly 39% of the population of our city is under the age of 35, but that is not reflected in the demographics of our appointed leadership. And regardless of when we were elected, all council members and even the current candidates have gained the majority of our life experience in the 20th century. So I'm happy to announce I've convened a task force of true 21st century leaders to advise the mayor's office on how we can really move the city into the 21st century. They lead by example and will help create a government that serves everyone. I'm grateful to our outgoing mayor, John D'Amico, for his year of leadership and for agreeing to join me in the comprehensive ethics initiative we'll be discussing later tonight. I appreciate the trust you have placed in me, and I will not take for granted what an honor and a privilege it is to be of service to you.
Lauren Meister was then sworn in as our new mayor pro tem by Oscar-winning screenwriter Dustin Lance Black.
I, Lauren Meister, do solemnly swear
I, Lauren Meister, do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California
and the Constitution of the State of California
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
against all enemies, foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the Constitution of the United States
to the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of California,
and the Constitution of the State of California,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully
that I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties upon which I am about to enter
discharge the duties upon which I am about to enter as Mayor Pro Tempore.
as Mayor Pro Tem.
A month ago, I spoke about my hope for West Hollywood, that we could work together to address the challenges facing our city, from parking and traffic to housing affordability, from overdevelopment to drought. I have confidence that we will succeed if we keep working together. Congratulations, Mayor Horvath. I look forward to working with you as Mayor Pro Tem. Councilmember D'Amico, you made it through your first term and your first time as mayor. Mazel tov. Councilmember Duran, we've co-sponsored 6 or 7 items, and it's only our 3rd meeting. Amazing what we can accomplish when we work together. So let's get to work. Thank you.
Mayor Horvath presented a proclamation to outgoing Mayor John D'Amico and thanked him for his leadership.
And whereas Mayor John D'Amico was recently reelected to this West Hollywood City Council on a platform of glitter, sunshine, and freshly baked cookies, and works to ensure that our neighborhoods and our local businesses are continuously well-stocked with rainbows, hopes, and dreams. And whereas Mayor John D'Amico has been a champion for fresh air and daylight, a relentless advocate on behalf of right-sized development, a passionate proponent of the arts, and a tireless chauffeur to Gene Dobrin. And whereas the City of West Hollywood wishes to extend its highest praise and laurels to the right, most honorable, and respected Mayor John D'Amico, now therefore be it resolved that we, the West Hollywood City Council, on this 20th day of April, do hereby bestow the highest honor on Mayor John D'Amico and offer our best wishes in his future adventures as a City Council member. I want to thank you for the example that you have provided to our community of how to work together. I want to thank you for challenging us to think differently about our leadership and how we engage in our community. And I want to thank you for all of the ways that you continue to be of service to our community. I know in your heart you're doing what you believe is the best thing for West Hollywood, and I am so grateful that you continue to do that every day and inspire others to do so.
I will say that the one thing that I woke up every day slightly anxious was to read the daily email from Kristen Cook that tells us what sort of shenanigans went on the night before, and was always relieved when it was something funny like naked guy ran down street, and heartbroken when it was more serious than that. And I want to thank my colleagues. I just really appreciate your support. And I'm very, very, very excited about having new voices be in charge. Keith will tell you I've been counting down the days for the last 30, waiting to turn this over because I think our city needs this good rinsing, and you're going to give it to us. And I'm very excited about it for both of you. And finally, I just want to thank the residents, all 35,000 of you. You know, I hear that we get paid 38 cents per resident per year. That's what we make. And if I haven't given you your 38 cents worth, you can still reach me at City Hall, and I'm happy to do it. But you are all amazing residents. You surprise me and teach me in ways that are very exciting all the time, and I just want to thank you. And I'll just finish with one last remark that our city continues to move forward. The world, it does spin only forward, and West Hollywood and this council proves it. So thank you very much.
Councilmember John Duran reminded us of the sacrifices made during the 30-year history of West Hollywood that made the city what it is today.
Congratulate John D'Amico as our outgoing mayor for a year of solid service to our community. And congratulations to Lindsay and Lauren in the upcoming year. I know that the new council members know and understand, and this is not intended to be directed at them, that a lot of people made many sacrifices to get this city here. And to never forget that this city was founded by a coalition of senior citizens, LGBT people, Russian-speaking people, and tenant advocates. Those were the 4 pillars of the founding of this city. And to those of you who've lived here 5 years or less, who are very strident in your opinions, I just want you to know that there's a great deal of history and herstory that came before you that has to be cherished and honored. I just wanted to say that we welcome the new ideas, we welcome the new energy, but please do not forget the incredible sacrifices that were made. A lot of women and men did a lot of heavy lifting in the 1980s and 90s.
Los Angeles County Assessor Jeffrey Prang congratulated the new mayor and mayor pro tem and presented them with a proclamation.
You know, we had the opportunity, the pleasure of serving together in the past. I just think the world of you. You are a strong and advocate on behalf of our community and the issues that you care about, and I'm looking forward to seeing you apply that same passion and concern toward the affairs of West Hollywood. I know you're going to be a great mayor. And Lauren, we've known each other for a very long time. There are few people who are who was determined to see your vision through on behalf of the city, and I'm also looking forward to working with you, the entire team, my friend John Duran. Great things ahead for the city of West Hollywood.
Josh Kerpies, representing Assemblymember Richard Bloom, presented a proclamation to outgoing Mayor John D'Amico.
I'd like to present you with a certificate in recognition of your exemplary leadership, dedication, and honorable service to your fellow council colleagues and the entire West Hollywood community during your tenure as mayor, and look forward to your continued service on the council as well.
For more information about the City of West Hollywood's annual City Council reorganization and installation, you can visit WeHo.org or contact the City Clerk's office at 323-848-6409. There's still an empty seat on the City Council, so remember, coming up in June, the City of West Hollywood hold a special municipal election to elect one member to the City Council to fill that current vacancy. The elected council member will serve out the balance of the current term, ending in March of 2017. For more information about the 2015 special municipal election, you can visit weho.org/elections or contact the City Clerk's office at 323-848-6409. Newly appointed Mayor Horvath presented a proclamation commemorating the 100th anniversary of the Armenian Genocide.
Is the 100th anniversary of the Armenian Genocide. So we have a resolution here tonight. There's also an item on our agenda acknowledging this day. The Armenian Genocide, which is described as the first genocide of the 20th century, reminds us of the evil of which mankind is capable and reaffirms our collective commitment to a future in which such mass atrocities will not be repeated. Southern California is widely considered the center of Armenian American life, and many Armenians in Southern California choose to call the West Hollywood community home. So the city of West Hollywood resolves to commemorate the victims of the Armenian Genocide and condemn mass atrocities and human rights violations against all people.
And Councilmember John Duran presented a proclamation to Reverend Dr. Neil Thomas for his many dedicated years of service to the community.
We are going to say goodbye to one of the pillars of our community, and that's the Reverend Neil Thomas of the Metropolitan Community Church. In the year 2002, this Brit came along, coming in from England, and he arrived here in the city of Los Angeles, and specifically the city of West Hollywood. He was a stranger to all of us. The Reverend Neil Thomas has always placed his faith and his ministry at the forefront in leading us in our battle for civil rights and human rights. He now has a greater calling because he is going to Dallas, Texas. And I have to tell you, Texas, look out. So, Reverend, on behalf of a grateful people, a grateful community, thank you for all of your leadership, politically, spiritually, but most of all for me, for a deep friendship that I'm sure will endure beyond this day.
13 years seems such a short while to be amongst you, but in those 13 years, we have done so much around civil rights and specifically around the spiritual protection of this community. A real honor to have been present with you and to serve alongside you. And as I have learned so well in this city, is that really when you reject dogma and you lift up values, there are things there that every single one of us can come together on. And I've been so well versed in that in this city of Los Angeles and West Hollywood. I go to Dallas, Texas, to a 4,500 member congregation of the United Church of Christ that is predominantly LGBTQ, the largest LGBTQ congregation in the world, Texas. It will not be the last state to receive marriage equality, I can promise you that. And further, more than that, issues around immigration equality, issues around women's equality, issues around racism that continue to confound this country of ours, and to begin the process of really raising a country to what it stood for all those years ago, and I believe is finally coming to reality of equality, liberty, and justice and happiness for all. And just in closing, last Monday, I actually became an American citizen. So.
The city of West Hollywood has passed a historic resolution to make Harvey Milk Day an official holiday in West Hollywood.
And a beacon of hope that I would read about, that I had learned a little bit about in San Francisco when I was starting to study, a beacon of hope that a man named Harvey Milk had offered. in a time when other people across the country weren't feeling safe in their homes or their hometowns, and coming out at home was not an option, and they had a safe place to go. Well, I wasn't near San Francisco. I was near West Hollywood, and this place, this beautiful city that you guys watch over with so much care, has been my beacon of hope for many, many years now. And I think for so many other young people throughout California and beyond who still are growing up in environments that are not safe, that are not safe to come out in, they still consider this city a beacon of hope. And that's why it's so incredibly fitting that now the city of West Hollywood is looking at not only commemorating Harvey Milk Day, but actually observing it.
In observance of Harvey Milk Day, parking will be free around town every May 22nd. For more information about Harvey Milk, you can visit milkfoundation.org or contact Scott Schmidt, Deputy to Mayor Pro Tem Lauren Meister. Scott can be reached at 323-848-6460. There was a big birthday in West Hollywood. Find out who turned the big 2-0 when WeHoTV News continues. Don't go away.
So if an emergency happens, are you prepared? Do you know who to call? Do you have a meeting place? An emergency can happen at any time. You need to be ready. A family's a team, so take a few minutes and put a family emergency communications plan together as a team. Check out labt.org for all the info. Just be ready, prepare together. All right, let's go, come on! This ball is not gonna play itself.
What are you guys doing?
We're cleaning up the park.
And earning community service hours for a college scholarship.
What?
Oh yeah, the city of West Hollywood is offering scholarships of $1,500 to students graduating from high school who want to go to college or vocational school.
You have to live in West Hollywood. And complete at least 150 hours of community service.
Sounds good. How can I earn community service hours?
We're doing it by working the city's youth leadership program here at Plummer Park. We help with city events.
Like the Halloween Carnival, West Hollywood Book Fair, and movies at the park.
We also do craft fairs and other projects. I do my community service with other nonprofit agencies here in the city.
But you've got to coordinate your volunteer hours with the city first.
What can I use the scholarship money for?
Books, tuition, transportation to and from school.
Really, any expenses you might have at college.
How can I get in this program?
Easy. You can pick up an application right here at Plummer Park.
Or you can get one at City Hall, West Hollywood Park, or the West Hollywood Library. Yeah.
This is great. I'm gonna apply right now.
What happens on West Hollywood streets can pollute the ocean just a few miles away. What enters the storm drains eventually ends up in the Santa Monica Bay. So when caring for your own gardens, do not blow debris into the street. Make sure your sprinklers are adjusted to avoid runoff, and when rain is in the forecast, turn them off. Always keep your car well maintained to prevent leaks. Always pick up after your pet, dispose of trash, and especially cigarette butts properly. Remember, everything that goes in a storm drain comes out in the ocean.
Welcome back to WeHoTV News. I'm Larry Carroll. It was a beautiful day for a very special birthday party as the West Hollywood Kids Fair turned 20 years old. The West Hollywood Kids Fair was once again a fun and educational day of music, special events, and even a train ride. The West Hollywood Social Services Department started the Kids Fair 20 years ago to help promote the many services that the city of West Hollywood provides to families.
People don't realize that there's as many kids in West Hollywood as there are, and there's also a lot of kids that come into West Hollywood to participate in programs, even if they live just outside the city. So we wanted to do something for kids and their families, to tell them about what's going on at schools, local organizations, to teach them about public safety, the environment, to celebrate Earth Day. And so it's just a day of fun and education information for all the kids that are in and around West Hollywood, whether they live here, visit here, or go to school here.
The West Hollywood Kids Fair featured a center stage of entertainment surrounded by arts and crafts and health service agencies, and always the most popular, our local deputies and firefighters.
Seems like we're a big hit. A lot of the kids like to check out the police car and the T3, which is the three-wheeled kind of motorbike, and of course the motorcycle. It's been nice interacting with all the kids and giving out some stickers and just promoting just good general safety.
They like to get on it and check it out and see all the different tools we have on it. And it's important for them to get to see all that stuff. A lot of kids like it. That's why we're here.
For more information about the 20th Annual West Hollywood Kids Fair, you can visit WeHo.org or call the West Hollywood Social Services Department at 323-848-6510. Here's some good news for seniors and people with disabilities. The City of West Hollywood has a newly reorganized taxi assistance program designed to provide freedom and mobility for a minimal cost. Using debit-style cards, qualifying users can get $50 worth of taxi fare credits for only $8. Also, the maximum per-trip fare has been increased to $25 to make sure that riders can get to places like medical appointments and family visits. Also part of the program is the new taxi driver recognition system designed to promote high service standards along with an excellent passenger experience. And don't forget, when getting a taxi, always look for the official City of West Hollywood taxi decal, and that's usually found on the right rear bumper. For more information about the Taxi Assistance Program, you can visit weho.org/taxi or call the West Hollywood Taxi Cab Hotline at 323-848-6893. Our Taxi Assistance Program isn't the only transportation news hitting the headlines. The City of West Hollywood has been honored with the 2015 Leadership Award by the California Association for Coordinated Transportation, the largest state transit association in the country. Now, the association was highly impressed with the collaborative approach that the city takes in developing transit solutions that effectively address community needs. Noted was the city's door-to-door dial-a-ride services. Now, the free shuttle service, City Line, and the ever-popular free nighttime trolley service, The Pickup. For more information, you can visit weho.org or contact West Hollywood Senior Management Analyst Hernan Molina. Hernan can be reached at 323-848-6364. Trees do make our cities greener, cleaner, and healthier. In recognition of the National Arbor Day, the City of West Hollywood planted a honey mesquite tree at Havenhurst Park. Observed around the world, Arbor Day is a special time to plant and care for trees and to celebrate the important part that trees play in our lives. For more information about the National Arbor Day community tree planting, you can visit weho.org or contact West Hollywood Senior Administrative Analyst Helen Collins. Helen's number is 323-848-6895. To help cut down on traffic, the city has launched an innovative bike share program for city employees to use at work. Now, this pilot program provides 10 bicycles for city employees to use for work-related trips around town and to get back and forth to local parking garages. The city is also working on a bike share program for the general public to use citywide. We're going to keep you updated on that. But for more information about the bike share program, you can visit weho.org. It's there. Or contact the West Hollywood Planning Division at 323. Los Angeles-based artist Richard Kraft's unique time-based performance piece, 100 Walkers West Hollywood, took a purposeful stride through the city of West Hollywood recently. Launched from El Tovar parking lot, the Walkers sported a black suit with bowler hat while toting a sandwich board with thought-provoking visuals specifically tailored to West Hollywood's history and communities. Each of the 100 walkers were called out one at a time to walk throughout the city, sparking conversation and inspiration. West Hollywood has been voted the most walkable city in California by WalkScore, which promotes walkable neighborhoods across the country. For more information about 100 Walkers West Hollywood, you can visit weho.org/arts or call the West Hollywood Economic Development and Cultural Coordinator, Michael J. Michael's number, 323-848-6377. Well, that's it for this edition of WeHoTV News. For more information about the stories you've seen here, you can, of course, always go to our award-winning website, weho.org. And for the latest about what's happening on WeHoTV, you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter. I'm Larry Carroll. Thanks for watching.